Testing 1, 2, hello. How are we doing today? Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to be working on a MacBook that has no backlight. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is use some alcohol to de-corona the MacBook. Wipe your MacBook off. De-corona it. We do not touch the MacBook until it has been fully de-coroned. Kill all of the corona on the MacBook. I don't know, Z-Star. I don't know. Alright, we're almost done de-coronaing this MacBook. This filth book. Trash book. This MacBook is a health hazard. Still got the shitty overhead tripod thing. So here we have a MacBook that has no backlight. And as you may be able to see, we got a little bit of corrosion over here in the backlight area. See that? No good. Let's get the board out of this MacBook and see if we can figure out if that's the corrosion that's causing no backlight or if it's something else. Do you have faster turnaround time than an Amazon dildo? We'll see soon enough. Whoops. Alright, now the issue here is not actually going to be with the LED driver, it's going to be with feedback. I'm going to guess that we have 8 volts on backlight, because the backlight output, which is at the diode, is not being fed back into the feedback trace of the LP8550. And that is because of this corrosion here. So we're just going to scratch away and solder in it. Can I go buy food? That requires that I open the door. Hey, listen, man. You keep showing up to the store when I tell you not to. That's on you. Enjoy being locked in, fucker. Not really. Like, I have to lock the door so that people don't walk in. Listen, man. You're the one that keeps showing up when I tell you not to. I ain't getting up to let you out. Should I get up and let Kopaz out? Does Kopaz deserve to eat? I'll let Stream decide. We'll do this democratically. So I keep telling Kopaz not to show up. I fired him like 2 or 3 times now. He keeps showing up and he doesn't leave. Now he's stuck in the front of the store because he doesn't have a key, because I locked the door so that I would be able to do this stream. So now he's stuck. And I kind of think like, fuck you. You asked for this, you know? What? Okay, so it seems like the vote is to not let him out, and I'm kind of for that. So we're not letting him out. He's stuck there now. No food or freedom for Kopaz, says Chris. I gotta get myself some flux. Be right back. Here, I'll let him out. But take your stuff, because I'm not getting up again. Now you're out of here. He's a Kopaz. He's a no-pass. Uh-oh, microscope light is flickering again. Uh-oh. Alright, now just to make sure. Rip Bill Withers. Rip indeed. Now what I want to do is I want to melt that into place. I want to make sure that that wire is touching the feedback via. I want it to flow into place. I'm guessing Wi-Fi is going to be messed up as well. You can see the corrosion over there. My girlfriend laughs every time you say, pee-pee bus. Pee-pee bus. What did he say, Ozzy? Thank you, Budgie. What is being said? I'm curious. No, not true superior being. Probably closer to like 79%. Nice to see you. Hopefully you'll get through this rough time, and if you need support, I'll gladly contribute. PM me. Thank you very much, Jose. I appreciate that. There's probably people that need help a lot more than I do. But yeah, business is uncertain. What's going to happen is uncertain. I spent a lot of money moving only for Corona, but there's people that are way more fucked than I am out there that probably need it way more. Can you see my wire? My wire is right there. You see it? You can't see my wire, can you? By the way, everybody, Mr. Paul Daniels is in the chat. Everybody, a nice warm welcome and applause for Paul Daniels, please. Paul Daniels makes the board view software that I'm not using at the moment. Everybody say hello to Paul Daniels. And say thank you, Paul Daniels, for all the contributions he's made to the repair business. A big thank you to our friend Paul Daniels. Always an esteemed guest of the show. You don't work here, Kopez. I told you to get your stuff and go. Thank you, Rate. Right, there we go. So now those corroded pins on the Wi-Fi card are back to something usable. I used the... Also, the SSD is screwed in, but that's only because I was very isolated to this area and I wasn't getting any heat anywhere over here. If I was, the SSD would have been out of there. I'm out of here after this board is done, so I'm not sure why you're waiting in the front of the store, since I am going to be leaving the second this is over. It's weird. He shows up and he doesn't go away. Where is my magnet? Aha! This little rubber thing is so aggravating. I don't eat chips. Saying Q, it's hard to find anything, really. 360 is more than 4. It is by 356. Aha, nice try, mofo. I saw the light flicker. And I see no backlight. Oh, come on. You know why that happened? Because I was a jackass and I screwed stuff together. That's why that happened. You need a new LED driver, don't you? Wait, backlight fuse? What? No way! Backlight fuse? How the hell does a backlight fuse blow? Ah. Shorted output. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So that large cap is probably shorted. The one that looked a little black on the top. Okay, this is interesting. You're still shorted to ground. I got too cocky. I don't think so, Paul. I think it's going to be something hidden inside the LCD connector. Although the cable looks fine, so that's not it. Let's see. If we do it in diode mode, it'll actually tell you what it is. Let's just test this in diode mode, right? No, that's not the driver. The driver wouldn't be a dead short like that. That's something else. And I'm probably going to remove the LED driver to be stubborn, even though that's not the problem, because I'm an idiot. Mr. Paul Daniels is in the stream. Alright, let's see if my diode mode memory stuff is... What? You piece of Okay, that wasn't that. Thank you, Mr. Mark. It's gonna be the backlight cap or the driver, but the driver's never a dead short like that. That's fucking weird. Is it this cap that I put on? It's not the cap that I just put on. Driver? I've never seen a dead short on the driver before, but there's a first time for everything. Wait a second. That backlight wire, I ran it to ground, didn't I? I did. Okay, my backlight feedback wire, check this out. I wired it straight to ground over there. Yo, I wired backlight straight to ground and then I removed half of the board. Wow! Wow! Look, now it's not going to be shorted. See? No short! Wow! Genius! Lovely! Unauthorized repair! None of you pointed that out, you fucking pricks! You just let me do that! Let's just let Lewis wire his backlight to ground and sit there laughing. Told you so. No, you didn't, Steve K. I didn't see shit from you. Alright, let's put this back together the way it's supposed to be. Indeed, I blame you! What do you think I have you people watching for? You think I stream because I like you all? You're supposed to do my job. Indeed. Think I'm here to share the YouTube spirit with you all? As a bonding experience? No, I'm here to exploit you. Every last one of you. For all of your knowledge and information. I also every now and then give you a seizure with the microscope light. But I knew it. That it had to be something like it couldn't have been a component. A 0.0001 diode mode scale had to be something else. Suggestions for a business name. I just use my name in the group because it makes you sound like you have more people than you do, so you sound more legit. I got my components. Thank you for giving us something to do while stuck at home. Thank you for watching me be an idiot. My microscope light is really not having any of this. This was supposed to be a 2-minute repair, if even. The board didn't even have to come out of the case. And I turned it into a 30-minute one. Closer to 40 by being a moron. Oh, jeez. Good. Oh, they sold me the LCD side, not the motherboard side of the board connector. Lame. They're not as nice. Karma for not letting me back in. I'm gonna kick you in the dick so hard if I ever see you again, you fucking rapist. Okay. I don't care, Richard. It doesn't matter. It matters not. You'll see. Doesn't fit in there very nicely. I'll clean that section up in a moment. Microscope light trying to give me a seizure. Lies, David Brennan. Absolute miserable lies. I kind of miss my T30KN. This may sound strange, but there is actually a significant difference between the connector on the LCD side and the one that's on the board side. Like they feel different, they work, they look the same here, but it's not just the pin on the bottom that's missing on the screen side connector. It actually adheres itself to the board differently. Like you can't drag solder that one because it just breaks apart. Hair character turn around waving his hand saying "Hey you" while over his glasses. I don't understand that at all. I miss my T30KN. I love my T30KN. I went full noob. Today I went full noob. Never go full noob. This is like total noob. Never go full noob. Never go full noob. I'm going full noob in like 50 ways. Don't work on the board in the direction that's comfortable for the board. Work on the board in the orientation that's comfortable for you. Ignored it. Don't wire your backlight output straight to ground. Ignored it. Don't get solder inside the connector. Ignored it. Thank you for an oddly entertaining... Fuck, it went off the screen. Can somebody tell me what that said so I can finish fixing this? If someone might be able to paste that in, that would be very highly appreciated, because I missed what it said. I will read it if somebody puts it in the chat. You ship to Norway. Technically yes, but I'm about to turn off international shipping on my site soon since all the packages get lost. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for the $8. And right now we ship to Norway, so I would suggest if you'd like something, to grab it before I turn it off. It's about 50% of my packages to Europe get lost. And I actually forgot that I need to turn that off. But it's on my list. Scream is dark. Yes, it is. All the packages get lost lately or always? Most of them. Enough of them that I want to just get rid of it. Hello, Tarman. How are you doing? I know you switched jobs a while back. How is that turning out in the post-corona world? Would you ever think of selling repair kits so people could follow along at home? You would provide an old board with a replacement part and a scheduled stream teach us how to repair it. I miss Eugene. You know, I can say I don't exactly miss Eugene. In terms of that, honestly, the problem with it is I have a lot of ideas, but there's not really usually the time to get them done. There's usually not the time to get them done. And you'd have, essentially, you can buy time with money because then you have other people who you can hire to do these things, but I think it would be cool. I just don't foresee it being profitable. There's not enough people that would pay for that to make it worth finding boards and purposely fucking them up. Because that's the other thing. Like, a lot of these problems, they're not man-made. I mean, you spill liquid, but you can't really predict after you spill the liquid exactly how it's going to go. I'd have to manufacture the issue, or I'd have to ruin it in a way that's not the board in a way that's not natural. And to do that on a mass scale, like, for example, this board, if you want to buy it online, is a few $100. So I have to spend a few $100 for a board and then destroy it. So to sell you this kit, it'd probably be in like the 300s or so. And it would require a tech to actually work on it. And then the question is, could the time that tech spent fucking this up in a very specific way and documenting it could actually just be spent fixing a board where instead of making like 10 or $20, you make quite a bit more. So it sounds like a cool idea. I think it would be really... I personally am all for doing that idea. I just don't know how to make it economically viable. And I need shit to be as economically viable as possible because rent is $12K. You know, everything has to make lots of money because if it doesn't make lots of money, Lewis doesn't pay rent or staff. Speaking of not paying rent... something tells me my landlord's not going to be happy when they get a ... instead of $12,500 tomorrow. Yeah, $12,500's not coming in tomorrow. They're not going to be happy with that, I imagine. Alright, let's see. Sounds like a job for me. No. Not job for you. I need it to work. Rent is $12K. My place is in Manhattan. Backlight! Only took an hour and 12 minutes for the most basic no fucking backlight there is. Because I'm a dumbass. That is how to be a noob. Yes, I'm aware. Outside of New York, things are cheaper. Yes, I'm aware. If you don't run a business, then your expenses are cheaper. Yes. This is not news to me. I have a studio apartment in Custer, South Dakota, and it's cheaper than it is to run a business with 14 people in Manhattan, New York. Wow. I never knew that. Damn this little rubber piece. This rubber piece is insufferable. Remove microphones from devices. Oh, everybody wants that, but they don't want to fucking pay for it. It's kind of like when people say, can you upgrade the RAM on a touch bar? It's like, no. No, but I heard you can solder. Okay, it's $400. What? No! Okay, go away. Why is it so expensive? You mean because I have to pay $190 for the RAM, and there's a fucking 16-week turnaround time, during which after I give them the money, I make no money, and I have to put the RAM right next to the fucking CPU. So something tells me not all those boards are going to come out perfect. What are your hobbies? My hobby is business. Hobby is business. But eviction of an essential retail outlet is an essential task. I think you'd be safe for a while. The authorities are not going to get law enforcement to help evict you. Yeah, it's not about now. It's about like 6 months from now. Like the thing that's really stupid with the eviction thing, so they put a 3-month moratorium on eviction, right? Well, all that means is that 3 months from now, the landlords are going to show up and say, okay, so we didn't evict you, but the moratorium's up, so you owe us $37,500 plus a few thousand in late fees, and if you don't pay, get the fuck out. Like that's the thing, is that moratoriums on evictions are completely useless, because at the end of it, you're still expected to pay. And the thing is, most landlords actually sent out notices to people saying, oh, by the way, just so you know, there's a moratorium on evictions, but that doesn't mean... Like, my home landlord already sent that. I'm sure everybody in New York has gotten the letter, which is, you know, the thing where they say, oh, hey, so I know that they did a moratorium on evictions, but just a friendly reminder that you still have to pay us. Like, that doesn't mean you don't know this. So the landlord is a class where they always get, like, there's no such thing as the landlord not getting paid. Like, there's a hurricane, fuck you, pay me. That happens. And you got a concussion, fuck you, pay me. There's no business due to a worldwide pandemic, fuck you, pay me. Because it's not a job, like, for the most part. Landlord is like, they're giving you access to space. And as long as the space exists, the landlord has done its job. So there's no real way for you to, like, say, I didn't get, quote, what I paid for if the space exists, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, it's not their fault there's a global pandemic and there's less business. It's not their fault people said stay at home. I gave you what you paid for, which is the space, right? Hey, even if you weren't using it for business, you were storing stuff there, right? You know, landlord is one of those jobs where the landlord is always going to get paid. It's a very much so fuck you, pay me job. F you, pay me. F you, pay me. Alright, this was an absolutely god-awful, horrible stream. We're going to end this after this is closed, and I will ride my bicycle home, and I will cry into my milk about how bad I am at board repair. This was shameful. This is the most shameful stream since that one. And you know which one I'm talking about when I say that one, right? Like, you know which one I'm talking about. That A1707 with the wire. The value of a building is the previous work they are leasing need to use. And that's the shittiest thing about landlord. But there's this one channel I watch every now and then because it makes me laugh. It's Freedom Tunes, and it has a libertarian perspective to it. And there's this one point where they're talking about the sociology course. And you see him go, like, imagine if the guy that actually makes the house actually gets to get paid for making the house. And it makes sense. It really does, except for the fact that, like, the person who built it has not been the one that gets paid in New York City for generations. I'm glad you remember that stream. Now we've two. Damn you, you bastard. There's an audio bug coming and going. Yep, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's actually less than nothing I can do about it, because I'm using a Sennheiser receiver and transmitter, and these things suck. I have 2 Sennheiser transmitters and receivers, and I would trade them for one set that's not Sennheiser. Yeah, this is the SK100 and the EK100, and I have 2 of them. And each of them, regardless of the frequency that I set to or auto scan, A, the squelch only works on one of them, but B, it has this random, weird, stupid cell phone-ish like noise that just pops in every now and then. I never had that problem with Shure. I sent my Shure one over to Tim Herman for his channel at TCR Circuit because I thought that was the cheaper of the two, and I had gotten that one for free, and I had paid for the Sennheiser one. But that one was actually better than this, and it was cheaper. That one is actually way better than this, and it costs less money. So I should probably get a Shure one. Then I got to change the jacks on all my mics again, and that's like a pain in the dick. Pain in the dick to do. Where is he replying to questions from? I reply to all questions but yours. I ignore you, and I ignore Wild Bill, and I ignore Got Bass, and I especially ignore Intertooth. Alright. So this works. I'm an idiot. I am dumb. This was a very dumb repair. So, what this machine needed was one fucking wire from the feedback trace to the feedback nub. And what do? I wire it to ground. And then I think that my LCD connector is shorted. Then I think my cap is shorted, my LED driver is shorted, and I remove it all. And I also have to replace the fuse because that blew from the short. Then, to make matters worse, while replacing the LCD connector, I do every fuck up there is. I don't align it properly. I bend the pins. I get a solder blob while drag soldering, and I got solder inside of the connector. That's every noob mistake there is to make. Now I know what it's like to be Kopez. Now I get it. Oh, some days are going to be good days, and some days are going to be shit days. That was a fucking awful board repair. Why are you wearing a mask? I'm wearing a mask because I don't want to contract coronavirus from all of you. I'm not 6 feet away from the camera. This is about 3.5 feet from the camera. So I'm trying to practice, just some preventative measures there. Got to practice the preventative measures. New mistakes cause Cov ID. Indeed they do. And I don't want no Cov ID. No corona. No corona. It's okay, not everyone is robot like Paul. Cov ID. Say hello to Erica, we miss her streams. Well, you can check out her channel, Cinevision, if you want to see what she's up to. Check out Cinevision. Cov ID.